Is it worth killing Bitcoin and Ethereum at current levels? So when Bitcoin had dropped under $30,000, I set up a buy order same time every 2 weeks. 60 Bitcoin and 40 Ethereum. Initially I had set it up with a lot of other altcoins, but then I thought the best or most profitable thing to do was to focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum, considering their prices were a third of their all-time high and realistically would be the most profitable in the long run, since they are cryptos that the vast majority of people know and would invest in. Having said that, are there any altcoins that should be taken into account and included in dollar cost averaging? Or should I not reactivate the regular buy order at all? Since Ripple hearing I am bullish at this moment. My only worry is if this positivity and bullishness is going to be short-lived. Are you here for the long term? If yes, now. Trust me when I say DCAing in BTC and ETH will never be not worth. Probably best to wait till new ETH before starting to buy. Otherwise you might accidentally buy low. We today see the levels of 5 years ago as appealing. People 5 years from now will find the same. These are the hardest assets on earth. Hell yeah, it's okay to DCAing. Asking that on this sub is like asking Ronald McDonald if you should buy a Happy Meal. Yes, that's the point. Can't stop won't stop that game. DCAing with BTC and ETH is always a good idea, and keep a pile of money aside for a serious dip. The entire idea behind DCA is that no one can tell the future of the market and therefore just buy over time regardless of what the price is. Read that last bit again. Regardless of what the price is. Because you have no inherent way of knowing its value outside of what someone will pay for it re-market, and have no idea what the future of that market holds. Yes, it is. First rule of DCAing is to ignore the price and just DCA. If you'll focus on price, you'll overthink and lose on opportunities. So it's always DCAing, and when the crypto is all over newspapers and in a good bull run, DCA out for maximum gains with losing much. It's always worth it to DCA on BTC and ETH. You can never time these things. Emo, yes. I'm still DCA on this too, but maybe I will slower at price around 40k, because I want stay at good average like him now. I think ETH is still cheap now. BTC your choice, good luck with your decision. DCAing at specific times is a bit counterintuitive. It's like asking that question about Apple stock in the early 90s. I remember DCAing in Bitcoin above $60,000. Those were good times. It's always worth DCAing. The whole point of DCA is to invest without worrying about the market trend and focus on your average dollar cost. That depends if you rather have a safe and steady growth of your portfolio or are willing to take a risk for large gains. In altcoin season, altcoin will show their power. What's your expected ETH? If you can answer that question, then you'll know what to do. Always worth DCAing at all levels. The whole point of DCA is that you don't have to worry about whether the current prices are good buys or not. I have been DCAing BTC and ETH only throughout the bear market. If you plan to hold for a longer run, it's still worth it by a mile at BTC and ETH are more than 50 down from ETH. I am DCAing as well, you should too. Without answering the question. The point of DCA is that you do not evaluate the price but mindlessly throw in the same amount following a certain timing pattern. BTC yes, ETH no. Bitcoin and Ethereum will always be the safest bets, so you can't go wrong DCAing in them no matter their price. That's the point of DCAing. If you also want to allocate a small percentage of your portfolio to higher risk coins, that's okay. If you're worrying about price, then you're not really DCAing, you're trying to time the market. People have been asking this question since Bitcoin and ETH have existed. It's always worth turning your fiat into ETH or BTC. Dollar cost averaging. Keyword averaging, whether it's up or down. I'm like 10-20 years away from my crypto endgame. So for me, DCAing into the cornerstones of crypto is the best move I've got. Reward may be lower, but the risk is basically the lowest in crypto, which we all know is important. My target price for Bitcoin and Ethereum at the beginning of the year was $35,000 and $2,500, as in high and not year close. I'm still confident they both hit that. Yes, I think it's still wise to DCA. People always say to DCA into both BTC and ETH for a reason. They're solid choices and you'll likely see modest gains over the next few years. For myself, I'll definitely be stacking on ETH the most. It's just old-fashioned saving. If you accept you don't have any price idea, then you might as well buy once. DCA is nonsense. Don't confuse it with taking profit and limiting loss though, stay in the game. Ethereum is down 55 versus Bitcoin. Don't waste your money on this hugely overrated trinket. These are the hardest assets on earth. Hell yeah, it's okay to DCAing. Do yourself a favor and load up on CKB. Nervous network, it's going to be the goose that lays golden eggs. If you think it'll go higher, it's worth DCAing. If you think the price will go up over time, then definitely. I've been DCAing since the last bull run and my averages are pretty good. If you can hold until the next bull run, you'll have great returns. You will wish you did now once we get a new all-time high. Can never go wrong with either. Personally, I think there are some coins that deserve a DCA, but with alt, you're more exposed, so all decision you make must be made only on your sole discretion. Don't look after others people's financial advice, especially in RCC. Check the market cap, the token supply, the TVL and all metrics you can judge relevant and make your own decision. But yes, there are some coins that deserve a DCA. I cashed out my 2 BTC at the low point and have made more with options ETFs than I would have sitting on those coins. YMMV. Always DCA is worth it, that's why you have to do it. I feel the same. I've been scheduled buying BTC and ETH for so long that I'm averaging up now. I'd much prefer to average some really red alts down, but I don't know if some of them will ever see green. Knowing BTC had an ETH of $69,000 and ETH $4,800, I would say it's 100 worth it. You also for 99.9 sure know it will go back there sooner or later and most likely higher. So it's almost free money. Emo, yes, especially BC of currency and CBDCs, and people want decentralization not centralization. I buy more BTC than ETH though. 5-10 in 1 or 2 alts would be the max I would go until you see the altcoins all start moving together after Bitcoin climbs a lot later on. It is always worth to DCA into BTC. It's always worth doing, this week, next week and forever after that. Agreed. If you have the money available, I'd do it. Lack of money is the only reason I'm not buying more. Of course it is. Michael Saylor holds thousands and this is roughly his average buy-in. Even if we drop, you will still come out on top. Yes, of course. You'll regret it if you don't. DCA is the way. Can't go wrong with either BTC or ETH like everyone else has said, but with that being said, I do like Chainlink for a good alt to buy. Short answer, yes. 90 of the alts will probably disappear within the next 5-10 years. However, if you pick a good one you can see much higher profit, depends if you want to take the gamble really. Altcoins bleed against their BTC pairs outside of active bull markets. Don't waste your money, DCA BTC until bullish confirmation and convert some BTC to ETH and alts. Maximize buying power. I always just think that BTC and ETH would be much higher years from now and these prices would be seen as buying at a discount. There's a flaw in your question. It presumes that there is a time to DCA. By definition, DCAing has zero timing involved.